Lesley Prather and her daughter Ryan were killed when a truck slammed into their minivan on a St. Charles County interstate. Prosecutors say Elijah Henderson was behind the wheel of that truck. Now, more than 2 years after the deadly crash, she's facing a decade behind bars.
Tonight, a step toward closure for the victims' families. News 4's Susan Corey was at what turned into an emotional hearing.
In the courtroom today, the judge made it clear these were 4 people who were killed, and he wanted each of their lives acknowledged. Now, cameras weren't allowed inside, but we listened as the driver explained 4 times how he caused the head-on crash that killed these moms and their 12-year-old daughters. The crash happened in 2020 on I-64. Henderson was in a work truck. Today, he testified that he reached over to roll down the passenger side window, lost control, went over the median and into the opposite lanes. That crash killed Carrie McCaw and her daughter Casey, and Lesley Prather and her daughter Ryan. They were traveling together from Kentucky on their way to a volleyball tournament. We did hear letters today written by their loved ones talking about the unmeasurable loss they're facing. Relatives also wrote to Henderson, directly telling him to change his ways. Henderson was initially facing DWI charges in connection to this crash after investigators say they found THC in his system. Today, prosecutors say that ultimately was negligible and wasn't enough to say he was impaired while driving.
We have no question in our mind. Nobody intended for this to happen that day, certainly not Mr. Henderson. The problem is, the law calls for when certain conduct rises to the level of recklessness, there has to be some consequence.
Henderson was crying as the family's letters were read. He did speak and said he would, quote, instantly give my life for theirs. In St. Charles County, Susan Corey, News 4.